What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, this video I'm doing right here, this isn't me trying to bash LeBron. I don't like this dude. This is me. I'm not an athlete. Okay. I don't know what it's like to be a professional basketball player. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not LeBron James. However, I'm only speaking from personal experience because I have suffered from sciatic nerve irritation and nerve damage since I was 30. I can't remember how old I was. I was 39. I'm 45 years old now, right? So I'm just going to give this little backstory before I go forward. I got into a car accident in September of 2019. And approximately 6 weeks after the car accident, in which initially I seemed okay, I began to develop sciatic nerve pain. And it's something that can be at times debilitating. I've never dealt with any type of pain like that before. I've always had a pretty high pain threshold. I've went to work, manual labor type jobs for much of my life, right? I've been able to deal with back pain and, I've dealt with plantar fasciitis and other things that just happen over time as you get a little bit older. Working a lot of manual labor type jobs. I worked in the hospital, did a lot of walking. That was what really was doing it, was the amount of walking that I was doing. It really helped to inflame that nerve. Plus, I believe what happened was that accident, it misaligned, it sort of misaligned slightly a vertebrae, which irritated that nerve. And I'm going to tell you something. If this is real, what LeBron James is dealing with, in each case is different. Some people, they can manage it. Some people, it goes away. But from what I just heard, he's been dealing with this since the end of July. This is October. Now, I don't know whether him golfing has something to do with it. Like I said before, in that live stream that he did with Kai Cenat, I did notice he was sitting down a lot. And that's something that happens when you get that burning, that it's like a burning, throbbing, aching sensation. It's the way I describe it is almost like having a heart attack in your leg, or like angina in your leg. Like, if that's the best way, it's almost like that, plus almost like an electric feeling. And it gets so overwhelming that you have to sit down and it'll go away. And then you get back up. It can, if you have a job where you're walking around or you're standing up all day or manual labor, it'll ruin that type of shit. So what I'm saying is, if LeBron does have this problem, y'all, it's possible he may have to have surgery. I'm not his doctor. I don't know what specifically, this, that, and the other. I'm just talking from personal experience. If it's October and he's been dealing with this since late July and he's not playing basketball. Now, look, on the one end, I know we all talk about how he's sabotaging the season and all that. Now I'm starting to think he really does have this problem, because I'm putting two and two together. I'm putting two and two together. Like, when I remember the way he kept sitting down a lot during that live stream. And now I was thinking, yeah, that's what people with sciatic nerve damage do. And pain, they do that. And sometimes it never goes away. It never goes away. So if he does have it, which I'm opening the possibility in my mind that he does have this problem, y'all, he might need to have surgery eventually. If it doesn't go away, if he's reevaluated in a month and it's still bothering him, then y'all, I don't know. This could be his last year. Because sometimes it does not resolve itself. It doesn't. Um, it doesn't. Like he may have to have a surgery to deaden that nerve, and that'll be the only way that I guess he can get around it. But then LeBron's never had surgery, so that would obviously require him to miss the rest of the year. And like I said, I'm speculating a little bit, but me having gone through having sciatic nerve issues is what's making me a little bit like, damn, like, okay, I think a lot of people make a lot of jokes, but they don't really understand how debilitating that shit really is. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people making jokes and they don't really understand how that issue can really take over your life and threaten your livelihood. And like I said, I'm not trying to make LeBron James this empathetic or sympathetic figure, but I'm just doing this video because of personal experience. That shit ain't no joke. You know, it ain't. And I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like with LeBron, you just never know when he's at this point now. You never know when he's serious or whether his team is playing up things. You know, because they've cried wolf so often, you don't know when they're being honest. You know what I'm saying? And this is the conundrum that I have. Like, okay, are they even being honest? Do he even know what that really is? Like, they just making that shit up. Oh, because it can be something that, you know, may not show up on an x-ray. You feel me? So it's like, they could just be making this shit up. But if he does really have this problem, yeah, it can get that bad. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.